Alright, we are at 1005 Monmouth Avenue. It's June 1st, 2020, and someone just flushed on me. So we're going to let that subside. But where we're at, we are 60 foot out from the clean out in front of the home, and we are at the city sewer main, which has this pinkish color to it, and nice smooth walls right there as you look further past where we're at. That we are at the city sewer tap, and we are coming in at the horizontal, which is not typical. Usually they come in at a 45-degree angle off the top of the pipe and or on the very top of the pipe. So not typical to see this, but I have seen it a few different times in Durham. So what we're going to do is just pull to this spot right here, and I'm going to stop and try to locate this tap. So we're going to pause the video. Alright, we are at 4 foot 3 inches deep. Just want to make a note, because this may be important up here, that the sewer flows to the right. So when we hit that, our sewer line is shooting out from the house and running into the sewer main, which runs down the street at a perpendicular fashion to the sewer lateral, and goes up and down Monmouth, but it does go to the right towards I think that's Gregson, I think. So towards downtown, basically. So we're going to pull back nice and slow. Line looks old as the hills, but in decent shape. I know there's some funkiness in there, because I usually rush through at high speeds with water behind me to try to make it to that city tap, because I get a better picture on the pullback. So we're going to look for anything significant, whether it be a clean out we might find or some funkiness, but I definitely saw some crazy. So we're holding a little water right here, doing a little weird stuff. That's probably about 1/8 of an inch. And if I don't find anything, then I may just push back and locate at about 40 foot. Alright. So here was an issue that I could not get over initially. We're looking at basically a splice that's been done with two dissimilar pipes. We got PVC, and we have so it's a splice of PVC into a splice of, or a piece of cast iron, existing old cast iron. And I was getting basically to right here, you can see the lip of the pipe. So we're flowing downhill, and we're hitting this lip right here, which is obviously not a good thing. So it was giving my camera, I put the right head on it and it got over it, but it was definitely giving my camera some issues. So we're just going to locate this spot here. I believe, so now I can't get over it. I got over that time. A little bit of back grade right here. Not the best. Alright, so we're just a straight shot back from the street. So I'm just going to pull it back to that funky spot there. There she is. So, misalignment of the pipes. Not a good thing. We're going to go ahead and pause the video and locate it. Alright, that was located at 4 foot 1 inches deep. I think it's right. It's on the city side of the sidewalk right there. So this seems like this splice is probably right up under the sidewalk. So let's talk about this connection real quick. You see two dissimilar pipes, and you see the fact that this PVC has essentially just sagged. Right? The cast iron, where they cut it, has remained in one place, but where they put the PVC in, it's just sagged and dropped down. This is because whoever did this repair did not backfill and tamp and shore under that PVC section appropriately, or they used maybe some they had muddy soil lying around, and they used that to pack up under the pipe, or they didn't pack up under the pipe at all. And then the connection they used, what appears to be, to me, is a rubber Fernco flexible coupling. They are actually illegal I don't know when this was done, but they're illegal now. You can't put them in the ground. And you can't put them in any horizontal portion of sewer piping, only in the vertical, but they cannot go into the ground because of this exact thing right here. They don't hold the pipe together. So we're just going to keep rolling back. Don't know what that transition is there. It looks like cast iron to cast iron, but definitely gets cruddier here all of a sudden, you know. Alright, we got a clean out right here. We're going to try to locate this. So we're going to pause the video. Oh, so the clean out meaning, see that cavity at the top? Probably sitting about, I don't know, that's 11 o'clock, maybe 10:30 in the view of the camera. There's a cavity up there, so that is a clean out, probably what would be considered the city clean out. So we'll see if we can find that. Okay, we're back, 3'11" at this point right here, right up into the city clean out. I did find the city clean out, which is awesome. And the other awesome thing about that is because this issue, that dissimilar piping, little sag right there is beyond the city clean out. That issue is actually on the city. And to be honest with you, since it's under the sidewalk, it wouldn't surprise me at all if the city made that repair. So this video could be sent to the city to get them to dig that up and fix the pipe properly. So pulling back, we're past that city clean out. We just passed it. So pipe, you know, looks pretty darn good, to be honest with you. I'm used to telling people they got to clean it or replace it. So this is concerning a little bit because we got to turn. We're turning back to this corner of the front porch where the house clean out is, and there's a Y in the line. So what I'm going to do is see if I can ask nicely and get that neighbor to flush and see if water comes through here, because that could be a problem. So we're going to leave this video live. Hey Miller, could you go get your mommy? Because I want to ask her a question. Okay, cool, thank you. Hey, sorry to bug you. So I'm scoping the sewer main here, and there's a mystery fitting in the ground.
Okay.
Is there any chance that you could flush to see if it's possible for sewers are combined somewhere? Yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I doubt it because I see your clean out right there. So
yeah.
I'm guessing it goes straight out.
It does. There's
okay.
another one in the yard.
Cool. Yeah, you should be good. So this might be like an old clean out pipe or something that's just been.
What is that?
Okay.
What is that? The one.
Oh, it's a locator. It finds the. I had a little camera that goes down the pipe to look at it, and it finds it. Pretty cool, huh? All right, so we're gonna get a neighbor to.
Then what are you doing under there?
Well, there's some pipes up under here that I'm working on. There's a neighbor kid on the porch that's curious. So, but yeah, that neighbor is gonna flush. And if we don't see anything coming from the right, then we are golden, and we can just assume that that is a fitting. Getting a little movement here. I don't see anything on the camera. So,
Okay.
did you flushed?
I did.
Okay, cool.
I mean, it was just water.
That's fine. Yeah,
Okay.
that's all I needed. Yep.
Yeah. This is pretty new.
Okay, cool.
But I know when we had it replaced, like we could not find our sewer line.
Ah.
So they had to put a new one.
Well, I guarantee you, it used to tie into this sewer line
Okay.
because back in the day, if like the same person owned two homes, they would allow them to tie on to one sewer line. So it's really good that you guys couldn't find it because it would have been a debacle, I'm sure. So, but that's good. Good. Okay. Well, I don't see any evidence that it's tied on. So we're golden. Thank you. All right. So that's good. So they could not find their old sewer line, so they ran their own to their own tap, which is awesome because that means that they are not tied onto this. But I bet you my bottom dollar that at one time they were tied on at that Y fitting. So here we are, another slice. This one looks like it's done properly. You can see there's a little bit of misalignment at the bottom, but not where the solids and water would flow. That's the important part. Another one here. But this is done properly, you know, it's not done. Whoever did this packed up under the pipe. They used the correct repair couplings probably, and you don't get the bump like you're seeing on the city side of things. Get a little bit of a back grade right here, which means it's just holding water, you know. That's not cool. I mean, we're up off the bottom of the pipe by 1.5 inches. Yeah, so this is almost half the pipe right here is holding water. So we got a pretty good sag, but we're right here at the clean out, so there's really no need to locate it. I don't need to, but that's not a good thing. So we're about to pull out of here. And so I'm baffled a little bit, and maybe I'll get my explanation here. But this is, we're right here at the front left corner of the porch. There's a hose spigot right there. There's a house clean out, and then next in line is a 6-inch clean out that had this. This is called a clean check, made by Rector Seal, and it is a actual check valve. It allows sewer to flow from the house via this flap, but it does not allow sewer to come back, so the flap would stop it. You put this in line when the downstream manhole, which would be to the right from where I'm at right now, so towards downtown on Monmouth, when that downstream manhole is higher than the bottom level, so the main level of this home. If the top of that manhole lid is higher than the floor of this main level on the home, first floor, then you need one of these. But it doesn't seem like it is to me. And these are actually could be problematic, so I want to make double sure that that manhole is in fact higher, because they could simply just remove this, because as of right now, you can see this thing's been eaten pretty good, probably gnawed on by rats, which is scary, right? And it's not pliable anymore. It's really stiff, so it needs to be replaced at minimum. But if we find out that it was put in and didn't need to be, then I would suggest just pulling the darn thing out. But maybe the homeowners have a story about how their basement flooded with city sewer water, and that's why they installed it. I don't want to say it doesn't need to be there until I'm absolutely sure, but it doesn't strike me as the type of home that's below the top of the manhole. But again, never seen that. I've never seen the gnawing, but that's what happens when they tie the city sewers on the sidewall of the, when they tie in the laterals on the sidewall of the city sewer. Rats can easily just walk right up, you know, and they're trying to get back into the home. Pretty crazy. All right, we're gonna stop the video. I'll quit blabbing, but you know, overall, there's that belly. You know, that's the only real thing that I could say. Like, you know, this needs to be repaired, and sadly, it's right here in this batch of beautiful flowers, and it looks like I don't know what type of trees we got growing in here, but just pretty, you know, a pretty area, a pretty landscaped area, and it's, you know, a hand dig to get down there for sure, to fix that belly on the pipe. So it's unfortunate, but I would say that section of the pipe at minimum needs to be repaired and replaced. So we'll just give that a price, and I'll go check on this manhole. Thanks.